Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today, this one's going to be doing a review for the Walking Dead universe, and in today's video, we're going to be doing a discussion video for today after the announcement yesterday that was public about the Walking Dead Dead City Season 3. We had a new poster that got released, and we had some more information. They also made it official that we have, which is pretty insane, a new showrunner for the spinoffs, which is, Seth Hoffman. And, well, in that, I had a lot of people kind of talking about this, and I've had other, videos that I've seen here and there kind of pop up where people are kind of expressing their thoughts on this, and I'm seeing a lot of people saying, wow, we are saved. The Walking Dead's Dead City, we are saved from the bad writing that Season 2 had. And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, how do y'all know that? I don't know. So I kind of wanted to discuss the idea of, are we saved, per se, right? Are we saved from bad writing? Now, it really doesn't matter any kind of entertainment you watch. I don't think any show is saved from bad writing. Any show can have bad writing at any time, just like any show can have good writing at any time, you know what I mean? One of the most surprising things I've ever seen of television is that Fear the Walking Dead in its later seasons still had some episodes, not many, but some, that were good, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to think of a good example. 613 of season 6 of Fear the Walking Dead, the John Dory Sr. episode. That was a good one. That was a pretty good episode, so it goes to show you, there can be good writing at any unexpected time, and there could be bad writing at any unexpected time for a great show. You know what I mean? You never really know. But from the experience I've seen Seth Hoffman have, I will say he is a questionable writer, from what I've seen, okay? And this is just from my perspective. He has been involved in some good episodes of the main show. Now, keep in mind, though, the big boss of those seasons was Scott Gimple. So Scott Gimple was directing the, where the direction of where these episodes were going to go. So Seth Hoffman didn't really, do the big work. He just, wrote it and helped out and stuff like that. Scott Gimple was the one show running back in the early days, which is why I give Scott Gimple credit. He did do some good Walking Dead seasons back in the day. You know what I mean? So, Scott Gimple, he was more so involved. Seth Hoffman was kind of just there, He was involved in the writing for some of those episodes, and I will give him credit. They are good episodes, and I am aware of that. They are still good episodes. However, I've also watched episodes that he's written of Prison Break where I'm like, yikes, like that wasn't too good, So, it's kind of it's a gamble. It really is, but I'm finding it weird that people are running around saying that we're saved. I'm like, guys, you do understand that no matter what happens in this franchise, Gimple's the one that makes the final decisions, and he wants separated spinoffs, you know what I mean? So that's what it is, you know what I mean? So to me, when I look at this, I'm kind of sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, like, we're not saved until we watch this season. We're not, I'd love to say that we're saved. We could also be doomed. You know what I mean? We could be equally just as doomed as we are saved. We could be doomed because this guy maybe got really bad with his writing over the years. I don't know. I haven't seen him write stuff in many years, so you never know. Plus, again, Scott Gimple trying to keep these spinoffs, separated. That's a big weakness of these shows, is that they're not colliding them together. Which I think is the biggest issue with them, is that they should have done that around this time. But again, that's kind of just a personal opinion. For me, this is kind of how I look at this whole new showrunner element of Dead City. Look, I think there's a chance this could be good. I also think there's a chance that this could get worse. I really do. And the reason I say that is because, again, I've seen the stuff he's worked on The Walking Dead, and it is good. Yes, he has had good episodes. But then he's also written episodes of Prison Break where I'm like, oh my God, that is not a good episode. So, you know what I mean? So I'm kind of here and there with it, So that's kind of just from a personal experience, from the work I've seen him do with The Walking Dead, some certain episodes of the original show that he did work on, and some of the episodes he worked on in Prison Break. I've seen a back and forth. I've genuinely seen a mix. I couldn't tell you whether or not I think this guy's going to do a good job. All I can tell you is that I do not believe Dead City is saved. You know what I mean? You know when these shows will be saved? When they actually build towards a massive crossover. Then things are going to start getting really interesting. Until then, I really don't think we're saved. It's just going to be another season of Dead City with New Babylon and the regular stuff going on. I don't see anything special coming out of this. I really don't. And even Dwight, like, I'm excited for Dwight. If he does appear, I would love for that to happen. I actually, some people asking me, they were just like, Dan, Why are you so excited for Dwight? You do realize that wouldn't save Dead City, right? No, listen, I know that, but the reason I'm discussing it is because it's the only thing that would get me somewhat excited, you know what I mean? I'm trying to get excitement where I can out of these spinoffs, you know what I mean? So you gotta cut me some slack, y'all. I'm trying where I can to be interested in these shows as much as I can. You know, because I love The Walking Dead, I like to cover it, you know, still. It may not be my favorite thing to cover anymore, admittedly. Dexter's kind of turned into that, but, you know, Walking Dead, modern Walking Dead, you know, it's the reason I'm here, you know what I'm saying? So I'll always respect it. I'm always here for it. So I'm just trying to get things to kind of get me, you know, interested. And for me, that's Dwight and Sherry's involvement. You may say, well, that's repeating old, you know, storylines. Yes, I understand that. But again, Dead City is repeating old storylines, the TV show. You know, like if you haven't, have you not seen the first 2 seasons? That's what it is. You know, trust me, by no means is Dead City peak. You know, it really isn't. Season 1 was good to me. Season 2 was a mixed bag. You know, so that's kind of why I'm saying, like, let's mix it up. You know, let's bring Dwight and Sherry in. Let's do something to get a reaction out of somebody. You know, that may not be the greatest way to write a TV show, you know, but, you know, unfortunately, that's where we're at with The Walking Dead. You know, it's unfortunate. Like I said, if I want to watch a show with an actual plot right now, I'd recommend checking out Dexter. I'd recommend checking out From. Great apocalypse-style show right there. I'd recommend checking out, you know, some of these other ones. Stranger Things is coming up, you know. The Boys, that's a great show. There's a lot of great shows with real plots, you know. This is not really one of them, you know. It's kind of just endless spinoffs until we get something. So that's why I don't think Dead City is necessarily saved. That's why I would say that statement in that way. But again, let me know your thoughts. Let me know how you guys feel. Write your comments down below. And of course, guys, let me know how you all feel about the new showrunner idea for The Walking Dead Dead City, and how do you feel it's going to go going forward from here. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy videos like this, guys, make sure to click subscribe. Don't miss any of the videos. Make sure to follow me on Dan's Reviews Official on Instagram, guys. And of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos of The Walking Dead universe. Enjoy the rest of the day, guys, and peace out.
Born in the dark alleys, city of concrete. Dan's reviews blowing up, never taste defeat. Walking Dead dissected every plot twist beat. World gone mad, TV junkies hit a treat. Typing up scripts, marathon through the night. His opinions hit harder than a street fight scene. Every episode, brain sharper than a knife. He's the beacon of critique, shedding TV light.